guys, welcome back to another episode of creatnprocess. In today's video, we're going to create out this amazing design in Adobe Illustrator. We'll be creating out this design using this very simple technique. So for the first design, we're going to create two versions of it. And for the first design, I'm going to use the make with mesh option to get this wavy effect, and then we'll rasterize it to get the vector shapes. The second way I'm going to create this is using the divide option and then the pathfinder. And for the second design, we'll be using 3D rotate option and then apply make with mesh option, and after that we'll tweak it to get this wavy effect. So let's begin with the designing process. So the first step we're gonna do is to type out the font. So let's select the text tool and then click over here and type out your number. So the number is 2, and here it is 2 number. And for this design, I'm going to use the bold with a curvy text effect. So as you can see, I'm going to use a Bernard empty condensed font. So this is the font I'm going to use for this design, and let's keep it that way. So I'll just scale this up a little bit just to fill up the entire area. And now to create this wavy effect, what we're going to do is to create a parallel line first. So I'm going to use the line segment tool. So let's select the line segment tool and let's draw out some lines. So click and over here drag like this. With the shift press, you can click and drag and create a line segment horizontally like this, and let's keep it that way. Let's give it a stroke thickness. So let's select it and let's increase the stroke thickness. So let's keep it around, let's say 6 or 7, and I want to increase the size a little bit. So using the free transform tool, we'll just scale this line segment sideways like that. And now to create a multiple number of duplicates, we're going to select this and we'll go to effect, distort and transform, and this will help us create a multiple duplicates of the parallel line. So let's preview it first and let's add like one copy. And now if you want to add it horizontally or vertically, it's your choice. So for this, I want to use parallel line. So just increase the font and pixels, and as you can see, you are giving around 18 pixel gap. So let's set a nice gap around, let's say 16 or 17, whatever you like. Increase the number of parallel lines. So let's increase it around this much, maybe like that, and click OK. So here we go. This is the parallel lines, and here you can adjust the thickness very easily like this. If you increase or decrease the stroke thickness, it will apply it in the whole design. So let's introduce it according to our requirements. So we'll keep it around this much or maybe this much. Yep, 7 pixel looks great. And now let's apply the mesh. So we'll go to object, envelope, distort, make with mesh, and here preview it, and we'll set the number of columns and rows according to our requirement. So for our design, as you can see, we need some divisions. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 columns, and number of rows isn't important for this design, so we'll keep it minimum around 2 or 3 maybe, and we'll set it around 6 columns and click OK. And now let's do the tweaking. So as you can see, we need to go this way like this. So I'll just using the direct selection tool, select these anchor points, and with the shift pressed, I'm going to select these and these. So I'm selecting alternate anchor points, and with the shift pressed and up arrow key, you can push it up like this, and you are giving that nice curvy flow to your design. And now let's do some tweaking. So over here, as you can see, the spacing is very large, and over here, over this region, we got a congested spacing. So let's do that. So here it's larger, and we can just make a little bit of tweaking like that over here. So it goes like this and go down and then go like this and here. So here, while going down there, we need the spacing to be a little lesser. So we'll bring it like this, and as you can see, it's made that congestion over here, and then over here overall it's fine. So like that. And now let's select this, and I'll just select this font and place it on top like that, and this one will just rotate it to 45-degree angle. So with the shift press, I'm just rotating it. So as you can see, it's a normal rotation, and with the shift press you get that exact 45-degree angle like that. So we'll keep it this way. and I'll try to maintain the flow. So let's run like this and like that. So I'll just select these two and make clipping mask. Okay, what it means is that we have to place these alphabet, this font on top. So I'll just select this, arrange and send to back. So now our font is on top and this is on the background. So selecting both, make clipping mask, and here we go. So now let's do the placement properly. So as you can see, we need to get this flow like this, and as you can see, it's not there. So we need to double click inside and select and just move around. You get this nice around here like that, and over here as well, and here as well. You can just reduce this size a little bit just to get the exact flow over there, and I think this looks great. Just double click outside, and this is the first step. Now to adjust the thickness of the strokes, what we can do is we can just double click in, select that, and object, expand it, and this will give us that parallel lines, and here you can tweak the thickness. So over here it's 7 pixels, so we'll reduce it to 6, and let's see. Yep, it looks great. So this is the 6 pixel design, and this is how you can create this effect. But over here, as you can see, we have done some tweaking over here, and to do that, what we'll do is we'll convert this into vector shapes. And to convert that, first of all, I'll go and object and expand it. So after expanding them, select this and go and click on divide, and this will divide these pieces separately like this. Okay, so I'll just undo that, and I'll just create a duplicate for here, and this one I'm going to use this for this design. First of all, let's select this, and now we'll go to object and expand it, and this will expand the shapes. If you go inside, you can see our lines are also expanded in the form of outline, so that's good. Double click outside, select these, and under pathfinder over here you can just click on divide, and this will divide each pieces. So I'll just ungroup it, and here we go, we got these pieces separately. Now let's tweak it. So as you can see, I have given that nice flow over here, deleted out the extra unwanted pieces. So over here, let's select these and let's delete this out. Over here also, I just delete this out. Here as well, we can delete this, and this as well, and this one, just delete this. Okay, so like that, this, fine. And over here on top, we can just delete this small section over here. If I remove this, and overall it's fine. Now as you can see, some pieces are incomplete, so what we can do over here is we'll be using the pen tool and complete those shapes. So select the pen tool, click, go over there, click, and as well as on the other ends, blend it nicely. In the same way, we'll go down, and here as well you can see some gaps. So I'll just fill this up, click, and click, click, and then click. And let me see what happens. So as you can see, this design is complete, this portion is also complete, here, and overall it's looking great. If you want to remove some other pieces as well, you can just do that, and if you want to add something like here, you can just add it using the pen tool. You can add that. Now as this first design is ready, let's look at how you can create this second design, which is little different compared to this. So what we can do is we'll be using the same design, so I'll just place it somewhere around here. And now for this, we're going to release this clipping mask, and you get both of this. So what we'll do is select the text, this font, and we'll go to object and expand it, right? So expand it, and now selecting this and this, and we'll go to divide again, and this will give you that nice intersection over here, these curves as well. So we need these curves, and in this design, as you can see, when I divided that, you don't get that extra like flow. And by doing this step, the step is very simple. Like I just made sure that the font is on top and this portion is separate, and it's in like as you can see, it's an outline shape, so I just kept it that raw. And after that, selecting both, we'll go to pathfinder and just click on divide, and this will give you that extra flow over here, which will help you in doing some extra like designing steps. So now once you have done that, we'll fill this up with black color. So I'll just go to fill color, apply black to it like this, and let's start deleting the unwanted shape. So let's go there, let's ungroup it, and I'll just select these pieces, like select this, delete. So here we go. Now we'll leave one line and delete out the other one, so keep it that way. This one I'll just delete this out, this and this. So here we go. Here's the second design. It's similar to that. We can just make sure it's nicely done like this, and here we go. Here small pieces are there, just select them and delete it out like this. This is this second design. It's quite different from the previous one. As you can see, by making clipping mask and then applying divide, it gives you a different look. But if you don't apply making clipping mask and then directly apply the divide option, you get some different style to it. So these are the two designs which you can get just doing some little tweaking in your steps. You can add a different look to your design. So lastly, I'll just add this font over here like this, just to make it look professional and like a cover design like that. So as you can see, it's adding that nice feel to your design. And overall, just select this and just place it in the center nicely with a nicely scaled up, and we'll just scale this up like that. Okay, so this is the first design. Now let's look at how you can create this second design. And to create out this second design, it's very simple. We're going to create this font first. So as you can see, this is not the direct font which you'll get in your font library, so we have to create that font. So first of all, let's create this 0. So to create that 0, I'm going to use the rectangle tool and draw the rectangle like this. So let's draw the rectangle. Okay, and now I'll just select these and make it round, and you got that nice oval shape. And I'll just make the fill to stroke color, and we'll increase the stroke thickness, and under strokes we'll make it stroke inside. So align the stroke inside, and this will make it inside. And after that, I'll just increase the thickness a little bit. So let's keep it, let's say 15, and let's see how it looks. Okay, so and if you are not satisfied with the height, we can tweak it anytime you like. So first of all, let's create this like parallel line. So it's very simple. We'll go to appearance here, or you can directly go to Windows and appearance over here. So I'll just open this appearance, and over here we'll create a duplicate of this stroke. So first one, we'll keep it, let's say 20. We can reduce it anytime, let's say 18. Okay, and I'll just create a duplicate of it, and this one I'll change the color to something, let's say red, very different color, and 8 to the 60, let's say. So for easy to remember, I'm going to keep it 20. Yep, and this one 40. Okay, and after that I'll just select these two strokes and create a duplicate, and this one will increase it to 60, and this one 80. So I'm just adding multiple of 20, and again we need 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 2 is there, 3 4. So for this I'm gonna just increase the size a little bit. Let's increase the size just to make sure we can get all those design. And now we'll add 2 more. So create a duplicate of it, and this one will increase it to 100, and for the this one, last one, we'll keep it to 120. Let's see, and we'll add one last. So I'll just create a duplicate of the black one and place it just below the red, and this one it will be 140. Yep. So here's the circle, and now as you can see, we need that nice gap in between, and so I'll just reduce this and increase this size over here. Okay, so this way you can tweak the size according to your requirement. So once you are done with these, let's create out the second line as well. So I'm going to use the line segment tool and just draw out a line like this, similar to this height, and we'll reduce the stroke thickness. So I'm going to keep it around, let's say 20 for this as well. So we'll keep it similar, 20, and now we'll create a duplicate of it. I'm going to use this same if option which I have used earlier, transform. So distort transform and transform, and under this I'm going to use the preview option and then add one copy, and then for this we're going to use the horizontal. So let's add a horizontal gap around, let's say 40, like that. So now let's create a duplicate, 1 2 3 4. So we need 4 and click OK. So here we go, we got that nice parallel line. Now just place it there for some time, and now let's apply that 3D rotate option. So we'll go to Object, Effect, 3D, and Rotate. And now before applying that, what we'll do is we'll go to Object and expand them, just to make sure that everything is converted into shapes and outlines. And now just group them up, Command or Control G, and selecting them both, go to Effect, 3D, Rotate, and under this preview it, and let's start tweaking the 3D rotation. So we're going to give some perspective depth similar to this angle, nice angle like that, and let's increase the perspective depth. So we are increasing the perspective degree angle just to make sure that the nearest portion is larger and the farther portion is smaller. Tweak a little bit of the angle similar to that, and once you are a little happy with your position, what we can do is click OK, and then Object, Expand Appearance, and here we go. And again you can go over here, Object, Expand, right, and ungroup it, and then we can ungroup it, release clipping mask, and just delete all that clipping mask shape, and everything is now separate. We can just delete these unwanted circles, and we are left with this clean circular design like that. And now Command or Control G to group it up, and here we go. This is our first design. Now let's apply this wave effect to this font, this text, or you can say vector. So to apply that, I'm going to use the Make with Mesh option. Apply the Make with Mesh options. I'll go to Object, envelope distort, Make with Mesh options, and under Make with Mesh options we need to give a large number of columns. So as you can see, we need some divisions over here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, around 12. So we'll keep it around 12 columns, and we'll keep the rows minimum around 3 and click OK. Now let's start tweaking. So for the first one, as you can see, this and this. So here we'll select this one, and I'll just push it up. Okay, so with the shift pressed, just push it up like that, and this side a little bit, and you got that nice curve over here. And here as well, I'm gonna push this, select this, and push it up with a shift press and up arrow key, and just bring it somewhere around here. So just pushing it up, and just changing the position give you that nice looking design. So just places something, and for the downward, what we need to do is we need to make it normal. So as you can see here, the shape is great. This one I will just make sure that's a little bit downward again like that, and here as well we need to keep it normal just to make sure that the flow doesn't change, and just make sure that they are properly kept nicely like that. We need to place this, so I'll just select these rows and push it up a little bit, and like that. Okay, and we'll try to bring this down, so bring it around here near to this. Okay, and like that. So it's all about tweaking, and you got that nice flow here like that. So this, and now let's do the tweaking over here. Selecting that, I'll just push it up a little bit with a shift pressed, and this one will just bring it nearer to it, just to give that a little bit of wavy style to it, and we'll keep it a little bit normal like that. And if I zoom it out, you can see we have added that nice flow. We can just go in anytime and do some tweaking over here just to add some fluidity to your design. And here we can just make a little bit of this angular design like that. Okay, so here we go, we have added a nice fluidity to your text. Now I'll just place this somewhere around here and in the center, and I'll just create a rectangle on top, and we'll be using this rectangle. Command Control C and F, arrange the front, and then selecting both, make clipping mask, and this is here. Now selecting that, I can just reduce the size a little bit, and we can just go to object and expand it, and we got that object shape. You can just tweak it a little bit and place the placement, and as you can see, we have created that nice wavy text effect. First one was very simple. We have used the pathfinder option and the mesh option, and for the second design as well, we have used the divide option under pathfinder. For the third one, we have used the 3D rotate option and then applied a mesh by tweaking the mesh vectors, and you get this interesting design. And lastly, I'm going to just add this a little bit of fonts in the design, and overall, if you look at it, it looks great. It's amazing. It's very simple to create, and you can use this technique and apply to any font, whether it's alphabet, numbers, or any vector, or you have any design that you want to give a wavy effect to it. So it's very simple, very easy to follow. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the next tutorial coming up, and if you want more updates on designing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.